General guest rules. All riders must be 56 inches tall and 10 years of age to drive a single or double cart alone. All drivers of a double cart must be 60 inches tall and 18 years of age to drive. Riders of a double cart must be 36 inches tall and 4 years of age to ride as a passenger. There's a black pipe at the start of the go-karts. If the head cannot go under the pipe, they are 56 inches. If the head goes under the black pipe, they are not 56 inches. After the guests have gone to the carts, it is you, the operator's responsibility, to check each seatbelt of each driver and or passenger of every cart that has been loaded. A gentle pull of the seatbelt will tell you if the seatbelt has been attached correctly. On our single carts, there is a little bar that can make the seat adjust forward or backward that is located on the right side of the seat. This is not an option for our double carts. Please ensure that smaller participants can reach the pedals and adjust their seat accordingly prior to the race to ensure guest safety. All seat belts must be worn over the shoulder just like in a regular car. If a guest is unable to wear the seatbelt correctly, they should not be permitted to ride the attraction. Guests should be loaded in the appropriate row of carts and should be directed to either a single or double cart depending on what they have purchased. There are 4 rows of carts, which is 2 different pits. Rows 1 and 2 are considered pit 1. Rows 3 and 4 is considered pit 2. At no time should you load rows 2 and 3. Pit 1 should never be combined with or switched with pit 2. Guests should be notified that the boost button does work and it can be used 3 times each race and a turbo boost of 1 mile per hour for an extra 16 seconds. The reverse button on the front of the carts does not work and is not used on our track. The gas pedal is the right foot and the brake is the left foot. After all participants have been checked over to ensure seatbelts and seats are adjusted accordingly, the operator in the front of the track must make contact with the track manager by giving a thumbs up or being vocal to the manager to let them know that all carts are ready for action. Once the thumbs up has been given, your track manager will start the carts. The loading guide then goes up to the yellow post to ensure that it is faced with the round side facing the carts and inform the guest in the first cart to put their foot on the brake. At no time should you just pull out the yellow post without informing the guest to put their foot on the brake. You will get hit if you do not tell the first person to put their foot on the brake. After the first row of carts have went out, you must repeat the step to the second row to ensure that the guest has their foot on the brake as well. After all guests have left the pit, the operator should then go up to the top of the track and follow the carts. At this time, the track manager will start the race and the stoplight will go to a green light. Also at this time, all carts are going at pit speed and you have 30 seconds to get to the top of the track. You should always be trailing the last cart and never be in front of the carts going up the track. At the top of the track, it is your responsibility to keep a safe track. If there is an accident, you must make communication with the track manager to stop all carts by the 2-way radio. If the track manager cannot hear you on the radio, you may make an X with your hands and ensure the track manager sees you. At no point should you be on the track when carts are moving at full speed. Each shift has a track manager that runs the track throughout their shift, and they are the ones that will be managing the track and directing work. The track manager has a kill switch box that can stop or slow carts at any time. At all times, you should be listening to your track manager and communicate with them by radio during your shift if questions arise. When all carts are stopped, you may enter the track and assist with an accident. Your first course of action is to ask if everyone is okay. If everyone is okay, you may move the carts. You must have both feet up on the black bar. Do not hang them below the black bar. You should have one hand on the black bar above the seat, not on the speakers or the seat itself, and use your other hand on the joystick. A gentle snug of the joystick will let you go forward or backward. After the accident has been cleared and you have made it back to your work area, you can make contact with your track manager via radio to release the carts back to race speed. When there are 30 seconds left on the race, the stoplight will go to a flashing green light. When this happens, you may walk down the track along the left side of the track. While walking, be mindful the carts are still moving until you hear the buzzer sound. Until you hear that sound, you should always have an escape route and be able to jump up on the black wheels on the side. After you have proceeded down to pit row, please remain in the carts in the pit lane and ensure that the carts have went bumper to bumper and that they remain seated in their carts until all the carts are in pit row. After all carts have entered the pit, you should let the guests know to exit towards the rear. Overview and review points. Check seatbelts to ensure all guests are buckled up and can reach the pedals. Always ensure the guest in the first cart has their foot on the brake prior to releasing the yellow posts. Never be on the track while carts are moving at fast speeds. When an accident occurs, make contact with the track manager to ensure that the carts have stopped. Always have an escape route when on the track. Carts are electronic, so always stay close to the perimeter. Remember, you are the most dangerous person on the go-kart track.